Good evening, good evening, good evening. Noswitha. Hello, Croiso. Here we are again on what do we call it, Game of Thrones Legends, and we're here for the trials. Going to jump into it. We're doing the unpaid debt trial, which is it's one of these longer term trials that's appeared. And what I did was I played the last level. I played it earlier on auto, and I died. I did not survive. So I thought I'd see if I can do it on with manual doing it. So we've got enough of this. I'm asking for the last time, Davos. You don't want to make an enemy of me, says Roose Bolton. And Davos says, I've had my enemies, my lord. I always liked Davos. He was one of the best, my favourite characters in Game of Thrones. I thought you, I think he does survive the entire series, doesn't he? Anyway, so what I found was, as I say, I did it on auto and I died. Probably means that I saw it was on the boss that I died. I suspect it means that the boss has got some kind of special skill, so I'm kind of curious as to what the boss has. The boss is Roose Bolton. He was one of those characters who sort of lingered in the shadows and then suddenly murdered a load of people. Or, not a load. Well, did he? Because he murders... spoiler alert, he murders Robb Stark at the Red Wedding. I think there's other people he does as well. But, you know, the Boltons... The Boltons are very much the enemy in the game, and I suppose in some ways they were in the TV series. But, they betray the Starks, basically, is the thing, isn't it? But then the wonderful thing about the early bits of Game of Thrones was all very black. It wasn't black and white. There were a lot of shades of grey as to who's good, who's bad, and all the rest of it, which is kind of like real life. So here he is. Now, I don't know what special skill he's got. I'm going to target him with my heroes because obs. So hopefully that'll kill him. You can see my health and whatnot is all pretty good at the minute, so I'm a little confused as to what happened that made my guys all very, very dead. Interestingly, the Dreadfort Flayer, that is the guy standing just there, I've got one of them, but my one's red. So mine's a red hero, and that guy's blue. So you can see, what's his name, Bolton, he's taking a fair old bit of damage, but not really dying very quickly. A few moves are just sort of getting him underway with not the unaliving him, but it's not looking too complicated. I'm a bit kind of like, what happened? It's quite an effective attack there on my Jon Snow. It did do quite a bit of damage to him, but even so, it's not that great. I mean, there's a reasonable amount of bleed damage going on. Let's see. Oh, he's done his special thing. By the look of it, it's just a defense up, and let's just double check. Yeah, defense up 5%. Rooster deals 150% attack damage to a random enemy, inflicting with 1 bleed. If this attack strikes the leader of the enemy team for each bleed on the target they receive, the attack deals a bonus 75% attack physical damage and removes 1 buff. So that's not, it doesn't, yeah. So I'm not quite sure what happened earlier on, because it's not looking like I'm going to particularly struggle to finish this guy off unless he suddenly does like a sort of, what's his name, Chuck Norris kind of move where he just suddenly turns out he's invincible. Just not looking that way at the minute. So, as I sort of said previously on the game, I'm still quite enjoying the game. I'm a little bit, there's no battle items, which does mean that everything is very much down to what heroes you have on the board, which seems to be a little bit limiting, but not like insurmountable. You've proven yourself a loyal ally. There we go. This is Jon Snow. He's king of the north. So that's that's that one done. Let's just have a brief look around everything else is going. So the fortress is still developing. Daily quests go on. I need to upgrade a building to tick off today's goals. I can't start an upgrade quite yet because my silver mines are still upgrading 1 out of 26, and my iron mines are upgrading 6 out of 23. So once my silver mines are done, I just need to click to upgrade one, and there we're away. Alliance, we've just killed a dragon. That was all fine. Summoning. See, I don't see, these are heroes. I don't really have any of them. The purple heroes, I don't have Varys, don't have Beric. So not fussed about doing one of those. I'll wait until better colour comes around. And the same for these, the Triarchy. I have no idea who these guys are. I might get them, but I'm never going to get them up to a high level by doing a summon now. So it just makes sense to wait until the right, the relevant hero arrives. Daenerys Targaryen, the young Daenerys, and Khal Drogo. I think I might have Khal Drogo, but I think he's only got like one thing. Khal Drogo does come up in raid tournaments for some reason. Where is he? Where are we at now? Khal Drogo. So I do have Khal Drogo at 2. So I mean, but I'm sort of saving it for. I seem to do better generally with Marjorie Tyrell and Joffrey Baratheon because I'm trying to get somebody up to 4 stars. So I'll probably hang on for now. But there we are. So hopefully there was something a little bit useful in there. Just sort of take your time with it. But that wasn't as, sometimes it just goes to show, I suppose, the lack of reliability in auto and the importance of just trying to make sure you have one builder free to do your daily quest, just to tick it off so you get, because it's worth the daily quest. Just at this stage especially, just gives you a few extra items that are handy to have. So there we are. As ever, thank you very much for watching. Do please remember to like, share, comment and subscribe. And it just remains for me to say, au revoir, goodbye, and may death come swiftly to your enemies.